Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. So we started making blue circuits, and then I'm wondering why this side of the belt isn't full, and it's because we didn't hook up acid to the right side. When we copied it over, we got pipes over here, but nothing coming in. So we could feed these pipes across, and that would require us to move our... We'd probably have to put power poles on both sides then. So I think instead I'll just put another set of pipes over on this side and bring another line of sulfuric acid down from the main bus. I think that'll result in a nicer layout. So let's go ahead and fix that here real quickly. And then we'll start making high-tech science packs as promised. Let's see, just trying to make this as symmetrical as I can. Okay, there we go. Now they're producing. Speaking of sulfuric acid, let's take a look and see how we're doing. Looks like everything over here is fine. We have nearly a full tank of petroleum. Not all of the refineries are running. And our oil tanks are nearly empty, which means that they're able to cope with what they need to do. We got plenty of plastic, so I think we're doing okay on our oil supply for now. And then once these belts start to empty out, then this will slow down and we'll be in good shape. Okay, so I've already got the 300 that I need there. So I'm going to remove that inserter. I'm going to leave them in the chest now so that I don't fill my inventory unnecessarily. But we can go ahead and run these up onto the main bus. And once again, I've made this rather difficult for myself. Okay, because I need these to go here. Alright, what do I have down here? That's stone. Okay, well I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do that. It's a little bit messy, but it'll work. This is fine. Okay, and let's bring our red circuits over. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get rid of these rocks. High-tech science packs. We're going to need 7 machines because we get 2 each every 14 seconds. So 7 machines will give us 1 per second. So let's go ahead and lay that out as soon as I get my spacing set. Alright, so first machine goes there. And we'll remove those. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we'll get these powered up and lit up. There we go. Bring some electricity over. Okay. So, for these, we need a battery, we need blue circuits, and we need speed modules, and a lot of copper cables. Okay, so 30 copper cables in 14 seconds is a little more than 2 per second. So A fast inserter can do that. 2 per second means we need like 1 copper cable machine for each one of these. So perhaps what we could do is have dedicated machines feeding in copper cable. And then we can have the output belt go here. Okay, and then on the other side, we need the battery, speed modules, and processing units, which could be handled by 2 sets of yellow belts. Right? Speed modules. We need 1 every 14 seconds, and the speed module takes 15 seconds to make. So that means that we need an extra machine making speed modules. So how could we lay this out? All right, so if I was going to direct insert speed modules, then I can get rid of this belt. This one we can just bring up modules, or batteries and blue circuits. Now how could I get 8 machines making speed modules? What if we did something like this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That fits nearly perfectly. Now, I don't know if this spacing will be a problem, though. Because that would mean that the first machine here is still only going to have 1 that's feeding into it, and that's not going to be fast enough. So we almost need to offset this. Like if we offset that by 1 machine, then the first machine will have the output of 2 speed module machines available to it, and everything else will be in the same situation. So I think that'll work. But we need to move this over a little bit more because we won't be able to direct insert that way. We'll need to insert on a belt and then let them pull the modules off of the belt. Okay. So these would be grabbing modules, let's say, from this outer belt. Oops. And then these would be grabbing batteries and blue circuits from the inner belt. And then these will be the outputs of the modules. And on the input side, we need 5, 10 items every 15 seconds. So that can be done with yellow belts, or with yellow inserters rather. Yeah, and if it's 1, 2, 3, that's 8. I just want to make sure a yellow belt's going to be enough here. So if we have 8 of those, we need like a third per second times 8. Yeah, that's like 3 per second. That's fine. Yeah, so we can do 1 yellow belt of shared red and green circuits. Okay, let's get some power poles in place. A few lights. Okay, and then we need to finish this setup as well. All right, and that needs to be, yeah, 1 on every 2 machines. Or just 1 machine in this case. All right, and what do we need there? We need 30 copper cables, so that's 15 copper plate every 2 seconds, which is 7.5 plates per second. So we can have a yellow belt feeding these guys as well. And I'll put a fast inserter on the input side. And then get these powered up. That's my tank that I used in the lost episode. I had an episode a while back where I went and killed the biter nest that used to be up here, and I started to set up some rail. And then when I went to edit it and upload it, I realized that the sound was muted during the first 20 to 25 minutes of the video. So, fortunately, you didn't miss a lot. But I do have a tank. Okay, so that's working fine. Now this belt needs to be batteries and blue circuits. So let's get that taken care of. I keep doing this. Okay, this is going to work out fine. Bam, blue circuits. And that's going to be batteries. There we go. And then this needs to be our shared belt of red and green circuits. So let's do another one of those. You know, in the future, it might be a good idea just to have a combined red and green circuit belt on the bus. Because it's a combination that seems to get used quite a bit. Okay. I think we're all set. Except for the fact that we hardly have any green circuits. Because we're running very low on copper. So, and as you can see, iron is slowly dwindling. So I think next episode we probably need to, okay, well, copper I can fix easily. We got a huge copper patch that we're not really taking advantage of yet. But for iron, I think we're going to need another train. Okay, so let's label this one. We got our high-tech science packs. We need to label our blue circuit build. Didn't do that yet. Okay, we do have a few more biter bases starting to appear outside of the range of pollution. I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed in the biters. I mean, I didn't want to be battling biters all the time because that gets to be tedious, but I did want it to be a little more of a challenge than it is so far. I mean, we haven't been attacked at all. The only combat I've seen is when I went looking for it. So that's been a little bit dull. I guess they, at least on Railworld settings, it seems like the biter settings are spread very far apart as well, just like the ore patches, which I guess is okay. We're going to be expanding a lot, but I'm going to try to leave all those there until we get our artillery turrets so that we can make proper use of those. Okay, so now we just need to get this run over to the labs, and we can do that pretty easily by running the belt up here, and then we'll just side load onto that belt. Okay, let's come and take a look here. Yeah, it looks like we're having no problem getting copper wire in time. Looks like we are getting enough green circuits down here to keep this going. I'd prefer to see this belt completely full, but these machines are all running. These machines are all running, which is also a good sign. So I think we got all the ratios correct. You know, and I set this up differently every time I play it, which is kind of cool. I think this is the first time I've done direct insertion of the copper wire. But it's cool. I don't want to go into every game with a book full of blueprints for everything. I want to have some fun figuring out the layouts and the ratios and stuff. That's the part of the game that I enjoy. So, all right. Well, this looks pretty good. I think we'll let that run. We're looking fine on power. Let me extend this path a bit, like we did the one down below. We'll at least go to the edge of our RoboPort coverage. Let the bots take care of that. Okay. Well, I think we have, since we've got a little bit of time left, I think this would be a good opportunity to improve our supply of copper, because we can do all that here locally. That won't take very long at all. Let me get rid of these stone furnaces. I don't need those. There's a mod. Whoops. Yeah. Forgot about that RoboPort. Actually, let me do something here real quick. I'm going to grab some stone brick, and I'm going to put up a few barricades. That's good. Alright. That way if I run into anything, it'll just be the walls. Alright. And I've got lots of mining drills with me already. Okay. So these are completely mined out, so we can get rid of that. We can get rid of all those. Get rid of those power poles. I'm going to leave those two. That's mined out, that's mined out, that's mined out. those are all mined out. Okay. So let me take a look at my cheat sheet here real quick. So theoretically, mining drills, we can have 51 mining drills to fill a red belt. But we're at 18% productivity, and we will soon be at 20. So if we take 51 divided by 1.2, so that's 42 and a half mining drills for a red belt with the productivity level that we have now. All right, so we'll do 21 per side. So that's 3. There's 21. All right. And we might as well expand this one as well. Actually, we can go a little bit farther. And the first part of the belt can be yellow because it's not going to have as much material on it yet. No, that doesn't reach. Okay, well, I'll pick it up down on the other side. Okay, check my power again since I just added a lot of mining drills. And then I'm going to copy that and put in another one just like it. I'm not going to have enough mining drills. I'm going to have to go back and get more. Yep. So let me request a stack, and we'll head back over to the base. Oh, anyway, I was starting to say before that there's a mod that will help you steer your vehicle in straight lines. I forget what it's called. Vehicle snap or something like that. So when you're going almost perfectly east-west or north-south, it'll kind of steer your vehicle a little bit to make you align. And that makes it much easier to drive down paths and stuff like that. It's a really good mod. To be honest, I think it would be good to have that as an option in the game. I certainly need it. Well, I think everybody needs it. I mean, it's just hard to steer these things. Okay. So now we're going to have 4 belts coming in. And I want 4 belts going out. So I'm gonna, no, not there. Let's get these belts brought down first. No, that one should go here. Is going go there. That one is going to go there. And this one is going to go there. And I'm also going to lane balance that side. There we go. Okay. So 1, 2, this is going to be number 4. There we go. Okay. All right. So that's going to help a lot with copper. I'm going to go ahead and use the robots to put down 2 more smelting lines, and we'll get those hooked up to the main bus, and that should help to make sure that we get enough green circuits coming out. And I'll see you the next time. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.